Hello lovers of magic. Today we're going to talk about GAFF decks. Now, not that long ago, I dropped a video titled The Top 10 Marked Decks. And at the end of that video, I spoke about GAFF decks, saying I would probably do a video on GAFF decks. I don't own all the GAFF decks, but here are a few of them that I own. And they're getting more and more difficult to find, especially the actual bicycle GAFF decks, right? Anything with the rider back, since they kind of crushed down on the editing of the bicycle playing cards, for copyright purposes, I'm sure. So let's take a look. This one here, I believe this deck is not truly a bicycle playing cards deck. I think this one is a knockoff made in China. And the card stock, it's not too bad. There is a slight dullness to the cards. They don't have that type of shine, but your spectator's not going to notice that. And right away we see we have a spade and a club here. This is called an index gaff, right? And there's a lot of things that you can do with that. This is misindex gaffs, right? So there's lots of different variations on that. Ooh, these, I like these. These are actually pretty cool. You can actually force a card, and that particular card will be missing out of here. Say, look, oh, your card's here. Right? For example, let's say I force the 8 of spades and I say, I bet you, if we flip over this card, your card, it was going to be your card here, right? And then you flip it over, and look at that. All the cards are there, so you win that bet. But no, I mean specifically, what if your card wasn't there anymore? And they look, and the 8 of spades is missing. So there's lots of cool ideas with GAFF cards that you can do. This is one of my favorite ones here. It's actually a code that can be scanned with your phone. Most smartphones today, you pull up the phone and it will actually tell you a different card. So if you pull this out and you show them this, your card was so-and-so, right? I think this one's the 7 of hearts, if I'm not mistaken. They would then scan this and they're like, oh, this isn't your card. But then you show them the code here, and they would scan it, and it would be revealed. And there's more misindex here, blurry, Queen of Spades, a lot of reveal cards. Here's one of my favorites here. You got the 5 of hearts being stabbed into the sword there. One of the things I like to do with this type of card is you show them the card. You can say, was that your card? No? Well, all right, I'll just stick this card in here and have them find your card, and you pull out and reveal that their card got stabbed in with the sword there. Now, the cool part about this is if you were to pair this with something like a misindex, then you can get a pretty cool vanishing card effect there, where it actually looks like their card disappeared from the deck. So there are multiple cards on one to make it look as if we have more than one card, and you boom, snap, and now you only got 2 cards, right? A lot of cool ideas. LOVE, 2 hearts. I think I did a video with this one before, and this one too. Lots of cool little ideas. I recently did a video of this one here, so if you're watching this, you get to see a little bit behind the curtain. Some smoke there, some blurriness, scratched card. It's like 3 cards combined. Just like a lot of really cool ideas. I think I've seen David Blaine do something with this type of idea here. A lot of cool stuff you can do. Look at that, pulling that indice down there like that. That's pretty cool. Actually, can they make whole decks like this here now? So yeah, you can see, this is where we get into like real crazy GAFF territory, where you're kind of doing little projects and stuff. And then of course they come with some ESP cards. But not too bad. Not too bad for the first GAFF deck. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. And number 2, I'm going to get it out of the way here. I'm just going to pull it here. And this is the actual bicycle GAFF deck, the chip GAFF deck. So this is actual USPCC quality, and you're going to find a lot of the same things, but I believe they come with more GAFs than the other one here. A lot of misindex as well. Same type of deal. You're gonna find a lot of the same stuff, same variation here. A couple of different cards here and there, right? So almost the same thing. Not exactly the same, but almost the same. And I'm gonna go through, and then this is where it gets slightly different, I believe. They come with some coin cards there. A 4-corner, male, female, rose. What is this here? Okay. And then you're going to go into double facers, right? There's also going to be double facers in these decks. Something that I kind of neglected to mention there. But some pretty cool ideas. A lot of cool stuff you can do. And we're going to go over exactly what I carry in my professional repertoire GAFs, what I would actually carry on a gig. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. I'll put this to the side so I don't mix anything up here. And this is the cohort specials. So this this deck here is a GAF deck specifically targeted for the cohort decks, right? Cohort decks are awesome. One of my favorite. Check these out. Oh yeah. That's a good feel. All right, so got some cool little gas here. Some looks like tape. Some holes, of course. You want to make it look like you got some holes going on there. There's double facers with a hole. A lot of cool ideas. Paper clip markings on the cards. So ooh, look at that blackout shot there. Ooh, doesn't look like anything's there. Boom, there you go. Very cool stuff. A lot of great ideas, right? Look at that, make it look like the front of the tuck case, rubber bands melting through. So again, coins melting through here. Very cool ideas for these cards here. It would appear I am looking at it in the wrong direction here. Let's turn this puppy around. Okay, so a lot of cool little ideas that we have here. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, look at that. 2 of clubs. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Unfortunately, I think that these decks are now out of print, but I'm sure you can find not only the gas but the actual cohorts on maybe eBay or some of these other sites. You might be able to find them on. But that is the cohort specials. Now, this one here, this had a particular GAF that I loved so much. I actually bought a couple of these decks just to make this kind of GAF deck where I have all my favorites. There goes the Joker, and that's cool. That's one of those cool little GAFs. I think the original deck came with that one. Let's see if I'm not mistaken. So there's a couple of variations too. I think there are. That is freaking cool. I remember this one here. Look at that. Oh man, some cool shit you can do with that. They had some fucking great ideas like this one here. Look at that. That's one of my favorites for sure. Let's see here. Yeah, that is just awesome. That's one of the favorites of mine here. But they actually had, let's see here. This here. This is my favorite. I believe Daniel Madison came up with this idea. But what you would do is you would tear off a corner of the card and then proceed to place it on the back of the card. And one of my favorite things to do is have them hold the card and just walk away. Have them just hold the card just like this and walk away. And when they realize that that card is now infused, oh man, you get some great reactions there, brother, let me tell you. Pretty awesome. Let's see here. So we got a lot of the same thing, of course, because like I said, I kind of customized this one. Like the entire rest of the deck is that GAFF because I love it so much. Go ahead and move on to the next one. Why don't we? I believe this original GAFF deck came with variations of the green and the blue cards. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Another one of my favorite right here. And shit, I just love the Black Tiger deck, period. The fact that they have an awesome GAFF deck that goes along with it is just pretty cool. Double backers, you got some red, black backs, some of the classics in here, some blank cards. I mean, you got some double-sided cards here, the double facers. You have classic fingerprint, broken card, warped cards, half and half. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Reminds me of the villain from Batman, Two-Face, right? Isn't that cool? Reminds me of his suit. Okay, this is actually used that in a video before. And blurry cards, some more double backers, 13 of spades. Yeah, you love that. I know I do. So there's a lot of cool variations in here. Look at that. Looks like Freddy Krueger slashed through that one. Isn't that cool? That is a dope one right there. Any reveals on the jokers like that, where it kind of looks like you messed up in the trick, and then you reveal what it is that they were thinking you messed up, and you reveal that you actually know their card. That's pretty awesome. So this is definitely one of my favorite GAFF decks right here, right along with the Chick GAFF deck as being one of the best. Now, before I get to this one here, I want to talk about the GAFF index, and I did mention this earlier. Now, this entire deck is a deck of misindexed playing cards, right? So, that, hold on, what in the world? Why is there? I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that. But if you look here, you have diamonds, hearts, and these are some of the best misindex playing cards that you can buy, right? Also, this one comes with I think a couple hours of training of different tricks that you can do. There's a download that goes along with it. There's just so many options, so many tricks that you can do with these playing cards right here. I highly recommend them. They are truly United States Playing Card Company. Okay, and there's just so many things you can do with this deck. It's only limited by your imagination, like most of these GAFs are. You don't have to use them exactly the way others use them. You can invent new ways to come up with tricks and ideas and concepts that nobody's really done before. Look at that. Okay, so some of these were double facers. Some of these are blue, and see that they give you blue GAFs and red GAFs. So awesome deck. And the last deck here that I want to talk about before I go into the personal GAFs that I actually use all the time is this one here. This is the Mystery and Madness deck, and the gentleman on the front is Theodore DeLand. If you're not familiar with Theodore DeLand, he basically made GAFF cards a thing for everyone to purchase. He mass-produced GAFF cards in the early 1900s, 1906, I believe, is when he started. It's in 1916 or somewhere around there. Don't quote me here. But actually got this with the book. Richard Kaufman produced a book. He studied for 30 years to get more information about this guy's life here. You might recognize the name DeLand from DeLand's automatic playing cards, or DeLand's $100 deck, or maybe the Daisy or Nifty deck that is pretty popular. I think that came out recently. Yeah, so he It's very popular, or very famous, I should say, for creating GAFF decks and packet tricks back in the day. And he created over 100 tricks in his time. And you can see a lot of these things are, well, this deck in particular comes with a lot of the things that he came up with. So there's going to be a lot of custom stuff in here, custom ideas for tricks that he created, right? A lot of cool stuff. So a deck like this can really give you a lot of great ideas. And you might be able to find this deck on eBay or somewhere else, but it's definitely worth picking up. If you really want to, you can get this deck when you purchase the book Mysteries and Madness by Richard Kaufman. Look at that double backer in there. And one of the interesting facts is he actually invented the trick that fooled Houdini. Di Vernon fooled Houdini multiple times with a simple trick that most of us know. But this is something that Theodore Deland came up with back in the day. And I just think it's awesome, that Houdini could not sleep thinking about this trick, which is funny because I was talking about double backers earlier. And those who are in the know that trick utilizes a double backer. And if you know, you know. So there are, these are some of the old jokers, and I think this is for a specific packet trick, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of that stuff is in the book. Let's see here. A lot of that stuff is in the book, and here's a list with information here. 1906 to 1914. He created over 100 tricks, and here are some of them on this card, which is pretty cool. So let's not forget, if you love GAFF decks, remember Theodore Deland, okay? Now, I paused the video because I forgot I actually have another GAFF deck here. This is the DMC Elites, and these come with Pro GAFFs, right? You can still find these every once in a while, but I figured we'd go through this one while I remember that I have them. Okay, so we've got here Man in a Cage, Man Out of a Cage, pretty much, right? You see the Great Escape going on there. These are awesome double backers. You've got some double backers with different colors. You've got some blank cards, right? You've got some double facers with a blank. Same thing here. And these cards are awesome. If you ever get a chance to pick up the DMC Elites, please do so. I also would recommend, since these are out of print, there are Elysian Duet playing cards, which is made by Phil Smith. They're basically the same thing, slightly different design. Here goes the Miss Index, right? Slightly different design. More Miss Index, which of course that is a go-to in GAFF cards, right? Double facers, lots of double facers in this one. You got some coins. So just another GAFF deck that I actually had in my collection. I'm sure I might even be missing other GAFF decks that I have in my collection and just didn't think of them, or I have so many cards all over the place. It's kind of hard to find all of these all the time. But in the rare occasion that you do find this particular set here, if you do find this set, and if they actually come with the books here, the Passport to Elite Pro GAFFs and the Passport Mark cards, pick them up. Pick them up. You won't regret it, I promise. Back to the video. Also, I wanted to mention, this is my my idea for like a perfect gig deck, right? So I'm actually gonna tell you a little bit about this deck. This deck is the ultimate mark deck, which if you saw my top 10 marked cards, this came in at number 1 for a couple of reasons. Number 1 reason being that it is on the right or back, right? And it is nearly impossible to tell that this deck is marked, right? You can still get this deck. It's a little bit expensive. I believe they run around $40, but well worth it, right? They are a little bit stiff, a little bit thick, but they faro well, and they last a long time. I've had this deck open and in use for about, I want to say 3 years, and they are in great condition. So that's number 1 thing. Number 2, there are stickers you can get that go on the bottom of your box. Now, a lot of these decks that you purchase, it'll, like, for example, the Penguin Mark deck says P3 in the bottom, Magic. You don't want the spectator seeing that. So when you swap it out for this here, nobody really bats an eye at it. Not only that, but it actually, if you look closely here, you can see that those cards there that are there, they are in mnemonic order, right? So kind of hard to see, kind of hard to get it on camera. But just a little reminder, that is an index for mnemonica that you can stick on the bottom of your deck, right? Pretty awesome. So that would be my my go-to for doing a gig. But I actually carry separately that I have these GAFF cards, and I'm going to show you what's inside here. Check these out. These are my favorite GAFs to use all the time. So the first is going to be, first is not really a GAFF card. Okay, it's the 2 of Hearts, and let me tell you why I carry this one. My favorite card is the 2 of Hearts, and I actually have a tattoo right here, if you can see that, of the 2 of Hearts. And it's always great to have a duplicate card. So I always carry a duplicate of the 2 of Hearts. So that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be a blank card. Why? Well, there's many reasons to carry a blank card. One of the reasons is you can make the entire deck appear to be blank. One of the favorite tricks that I like to do is get your blank card on the face, tell someone to name any card, and when you fan it in reverse order, and so not the left to right, but the right to left, you can make the entire deck appear blank. And you can write happy birthday on here. It's blank, so it's up to your imagination, right? Let's take a look at what we got here. We have a miss index, right? So we got the 6 of Hearts here, 5 of Hearts here. One of the great things that I like to do with a miss index card is, let's say if you were to force this card and just give them a little glimpse of it, you nonchalantly fan the deck, and once you unfan it, you're reversing the sides like this without anyone noticing, and now that 5 is completely missing when you start to go through the cards, right? So you know what, I'll give you a slight demonstration of what I'm talking about here. So let's see, let's say if I was to force the card, oh, stop here, okay, take a look at your card, got it, okay, great. Don't forget it now, okay? So right there, boom, everything is done. And as I go through the cards, of course, this one has the 5 of Hearts, but and it's gonna have the 5 of Hearts, the real 5 of Hearts here. I didn't remove it, but if we were to go through, see the 6 of Hearts here, right, boom, normally they wouldn't see that that card is missing. All right, so you can make a card disappear, and that's great for card to pocket or card to impossible location, card to lemon, whatever you like. Great choice right here to bring into your GAFF card collection here. This is another one that is one of my favorites. This is a Miss Index, but it's a queen of diamonds and a queen of hearts. Well, why? Okay. Also, the other side is blue. So one of the things I like to do with this is if you are doing any type of equivoke, you can have the person mentally choose this card. And I just like to have, of course you can do the Queen of Hearts like most people do and just be a blue card in the deck and kind of make like an impromptu invisible deck routine. However, if it's like this and I'm just going through the cards, for example, and I just have to keep an idea on the orientation here. So if you have a card like the 3 of hearts, you have 2 hearts facing forward, so I know that that's going to be the hearts on top, right? Let's say Queen of diamonds, right? Then I know I need to turn this thing around and start going through and show, boom, one card here is the one card here that they stopped at is the Queen of diamonds. Look at that, the only blue backed card. But if, for example, if they had said, and I'm looking here because I know that the 2 hearts are facing this direction here. I know the hearts are going to be up. So if I went through and I said, okay, you chose the Queen of Hearts. Well, if you look through here, you'll see that there's only one card that's blue, and it happens to be the Queen of Hearts. And all I'm doing is hiding that second index there. But it's very effective. People just, they see, oh my God, it's the blue Queen of Hearts, and nobody gives it a second guess. So that's another great one that I like to include. Okay, so let's add that to the pile here. This is an invaluable tool, my friends, let me tell you. The double backer, so important. There are hundreds of tricks that can be done with the double backer. I'm thinking about making a tutorial for double backer, and I'll probably be coming out with that shortly. This is going to be an awesome trick. Also, one of the cards that I love is a card that's a reveal card, right? This can be done subtly or not so subtle. I like it when it's extremely subtle, like this card. And this is actually one of the things I learned from Aussie Win, right? Aussie Win does this all the time. He has an entire deck, which is a Supreme deck, where these queens are holding any card that somebody freely names. Awesome trick. But let's say, well, this one here is the 5 of hearts, and you have someone else hold this, preferably a woman, and you tell the spectator that she's holding your card. They're like, no, that's not my card. No, you misunderstand. She's holding your card. And then they slowly but surely realize that she is holding the 5 of hearts. Awesome. What do we got here? Once again, a double backer, but this time blue back, red back. So many cool tricks that have been done with this. If you get a chance, pick up the from Illusionist, any card to pocket. They give you a great idea with one of these cards. That's all I'm gonna say. Really awesome there. So let's see here. What do we have here? This is a double facer. And I decided to use the double facer with the same card on both sides because I already have the Miss Indexed card, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with the double facer. So add that to your GAFF collection there as well. Now, these cards are very valuable. And actually, I don't remember why this one is in here, huh? Very strange. Don't remember why this Joker's in here, but it's probably a reason. Maybe. Check this out. You got two Jokers here, but one of them secretly has one of these secretly has an index for mnemonica. Once again, I know that the bottom of the box also has it, but it doesn't hurt to have these laying around with everything you need, just to give you a quick idea if you are into mnemonica, right? So that's also another cool, really cool idea. And this one here, I don't know if I just thought maybe it's good to have an extra Joker or what. I actually don't remember why I have this Joker in here, but I know a lot of people like to do tricks with Jokers, so there you go. That is my my sort of personal carry of GAFF cards for a professional setting. Let me know what you think. I know this is kind of like a basic set here when it comes to GAFF cards, and there's many other options, but I like to keep it simple sometimes, you know? Yeah, let me know what you think, and leave some comments, like, share, subscribe, all of the above. Let me know what you think. Is there a GAFF deck that I'm missing that I need? I know I have one in the mail on the way. Maybe I'll do a review on that deck when it gets in. Let me know what you think. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Next Gen Spawn, who gave me the idea to do this review here, do this little talk on GAFF cards, because I love GAFF cards. I love marked playing cards, and he loves GAFF cards too. And I see he has a video on the cohorts as well. Next Gen Spawn, check out his channel. He's awesome. I really love what he's doing out there. And thanks. See you in the next one.